Hey, how y'all doing? We're going to be having a 4-part series, a little devotional, I guess, over what is needed for salvation, right? Now, this is a very important question. People's salvation relies on this question, yet it's one of the most debated questions in Christian circles. So, there's going to be 4 parts. The first part is going to be about belief and faith. Part 2 is going to be about repentance. Part 3 is going to be about good works and how that relates to faith. Part 4 is going to be about commandments. Do we need to keep the commandments? Do we not? We're all going to be looking at that. So this part is about belief and faith. So turn to Romans 10:9, because belief, we have to first acknowledge, belief is the important thing that we have. Everyone who is saved, who has heard the gospel, everyone in heaven who has heard the gospel, they're in heaven because they believed. They had faith. But the question becomes, what did they have faith in? All right, Romans 10:9, it sets out what you need to believe to be saved. It says, if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Let's stop there. It goes on to some good stuff, but we're going to stop there. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord. Now, Lord in this instance is Kyrios, yeah. And it's not a reference to divinity. It's a reference to the mastership, right? Do you follow him? Do you believe what he said about himself? Do you believe he is the Messiah, right? So you have to believe Jesus is the Messiah. And it goes on to say, and believe in your heart God raised him from the dead, and you will be saved. So you have to believe Jesus is the Messiah. You have to believe he was resurrected. That is because if he wasn't resurrected, he would have been just a dead man. A dead stonemason / carpenter. And he would really have done nothing. So those are the 2 things you need to believe to be saved. Everyone in heaven who has heard the gospel, they're in heaven because they believe Jesus was the Messiah, spoken about in the Tanakh, and that he was raised from the dead. That's what you need to believe to be saved. Now, it gets more complicated as you go on into repentance and good works and commandment keeping. And we're going to get into those in the next few videos. Hope this was beneficial to you. If there's any questions, put them in the comments. And I know on Instagram, there's people who have been bombarding my comments, disbelievers, this Jewish guy, some Muslims. Yeah, save those for the DMs because it makes it harder to drown out the real reactions to the videos. Okay? All right. Have a good day, y'all.